Hello, my name is Lionel Messi, and I would like to say a few words. I will be playing for Barcelona next season, but the president is terrible. The team is terrible, and I believe the president will lose his next election because the people love me, and they do not love him. The reason I've made this decision is because the team would have to pay $700 million or euros or something for me to play for them this season, when they could have me for free next season. This sum of money I only agreed to because I thought it looked really cool, and I figured the club would never stand in my way of wanting to move, considering I have spent literally the vast majority of said life here. Oftentimes the only good thing about here. And I've won every trophy for this club that could possibly be won while keeping it relevant on the international stage for a very long time. I hate it here. Signed, Lionel Messi. Signed, Zealand. I want you, Manchester City. I need a new chair. Does anybody know any? How do I get a new chair? Anyways, welcome to another video. My name's Zealand, and today we will be looking at possibly my favorite hypothetical that's happened in the past decade, and the revelation that apparently Lionel Messi has wanted to move since the beginning of this past season. So what we've done is taken Lionel Messi at the beginning of this past season, assuming that this Barcelona team had a different president, and he goes to Manchester City in July of 2019 for 100 million, something reasonable for teams like that anyway, or countries I should say. He gets his move. He's playing with Pep. How does the past season actually pan out? Well, we'll be able to find out thanks to my friend Matza, who put this database together for me. His stuff's down in the description. He has a lovable Scottish accent and a lovable beard. He streams on Twitch and stuff. It's all down there. So do I, and all that stuff is down there too. I would love to see you. So all that's down there. But let's get cracking, because I've simulated the database ahead 1 year, 31-year-old Lionel Messi at Manchester City. How does it affect how the season actually transpired? I imagine it will have some effect, wouldn't you think? But let me get it open. I forgot to open the thing. I think the first thing we should do is go to the Premier League. Oh no, we already invalidated this entire simulation. Apparently, your 2020 Premier League champions are Tottenham. They are currently the defending champion, which means they just won it not too long ago. That's great. What the heck happened? They finished fourth? Messi, what you doing? Villa and Crystal Palace joined the doom from the start Norwich City. Bournemouth made Europe. Leicester and Everton at 11th and 12th. Wolves at 13th, and Bournemouth in Europe. Did I say Bournemouth was in Europe? Tottenham with the runaway league title. Liverpool, because of 13 draws, finishing third. Manchester United with a bit of a fluke second, and City in fourth. 3 points in Champions League play with the greatest FM player on the planet. You know, the greatest player on the planet too, in my opinion, right now. That's not a good sign for him adapting well. Let's just take a look at the stats. I'm sure they'll be normal after such a weird season. We have Roberto Firmino leading the league in goals. What? Obviously. Lacazette and Chris Wood only one behind him. Obviously. I mean, come on. Arsenal finished in sixth, led by Lacazette. I mean, Chris Wood's not even good. Like, when you look at his attributes, he's not even... He's better than me, but you're probably better than me. At least at average rating, Lionel Messi was up there. Harry Kane, somehow, you would expect him to have scored 30 goals if they won the league like this. He didn't, but his average rating was 7.72. Van Dijk, thank goodness, is there. Let's go over to assists. On assists, we have, obviously, Mesut Ozil, who I don't think has played 18 games for Arsenal this season for various reasons. He had 18 assists. You know when you give a guy a balanced personality and you're only doing it so you don't get sued? That's what happened here. Unpredictable attacking midfielder, according to the media description. Well, he was predictably awesome this year. Dele Alli's there, Bruno Fernandes. Did he assist 11 penalties? Nah, I'm not in on that joke. Bruno's great. So Messi, despite not being on the goals or assists list, and the bar, honestly, for assists at 11, it's not that high. Goals at 19. Messi, come on. He had 13 Player of the Match awards to lead the league, and then Ben Chilwell had 10 for bottom half Leicester, because why not? And this is where we really enter the Twilight Zone. Weirder than Firmino, weirder than Ozil's reawakening, we have David De Gea leading the league in clean sheets by 3. 16 of the 38 league matches, he kept the ball out of the back of the net. And perhaps even stranger, Australia's #1, Matt Ryan, right behind him on 13. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Boom, 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 yes! That's what we know. Manchester City with I mean, come on, you got Messi and David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne and Gabby Jesus. Obviously, Lionel Messi did not get injured because he had the most Player of the Match awards, at least not for a long time, and they really make it impossible for him to get injured in the game, let's be honest. But we will click on Manchester City and go to schedule and give ourselves a look. Well, the Community Shield, it's not a hot start. Mo Salah with the goal, and we would expect nothing less from our Lord and Savior, the Pharaoh. Bad start to the season. Gabby Jesus and Bernardo Silva, they're trying to carry the load. I mean, you can only carry Messi so far. They can't handle the physicality. If that's an opinion you have, it's a wrong opinion, whatever the simulation says. And then they beat Liverpool because Lionel Messi could handle the physicality and scored a goal in the 48th minute. So good for him. They beat Burnley and Brighton, and then that's going to sting for Messi. They lost 3-2 in the Champions League. Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the simulation has entered full Twilight Zone. Gareth Bale scored 2 goals in a 3-2 win against Manchester City. Okay. They drew Bournemouth, who was apparently pretty good. They didn't draw Blackpool. That would have been shocking. They barely beat Club Brugge in a 1-0 from Lionel Messi. They drew Wolves. They drew Sheffield United. And then here we go. Here we go. You get Aguero and Silva and Messi, like the all-decade team of the 2010s. They're out there making it happen against the entire nation of Turkey. Then he drew Arsenal. God, just dropping points all over the place in the league. You can see how they ended up 4th. And Lionel Messi with a hat trick against Galatasaray. So the Champions League group's looking up. They beat Club Brugge. But I skipped probably the most important thing. They beat Real Madrid 3-0. And Lionel Messi scored in the 6th minute. They lost. I'm not whispering anymore. They lost to Manchester United, Paul Pogba in the 84th minute because, well, Manchester United finished ahead of them in the league. Ouch. They drew Aston Villa, who ended up getting relegated. And they lost to Leicester at home thanks to Nampalys Mendy and Harvey Barnes. Loads of quality. I actually like Harvey Barnes. They lost to eventual champions Tottenham thanks to Toby Alderweireld and Son Heung-min. But Messi can't do it all himself. Look at, he's out there. He's scoring goals. He's making plays. Yikes. Drew Arsenal. Drew Wolves again. They got stymied in the League Cup semifinal by Sheffield. Eventually, they broke through. Oy, Champions League first knockout. A draw at Napoli. They got to come home without an away goal. We can't see it yet. They did draw against Southampton. Bernardo Silva seems like he's having a huge year. But at this point, you got to know the league title's probably out of reach. I mean, that was a bad first half of the season with the type of points they were dropping to teams they shouldn't have been dropping points to. They did win the League Cup, though. So Messi gets a trophy, a 2-0 over Chelsea in the League Cup final. Got it buttoned up. They lose in the FA Cup 5th round on penalties to Liverpool. Messi not in the score sheet again. Hey, Lionel, what are you doing? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They dropped points to multiple relegated teams. They lost to one. They were 2-0 up and then a man up for 20 minutes. They dropped all of it. Oh, it's the 90th minute. Oh, Messi, where are you at? You needed Aguero to score the goal. Messi, hot start, Champions League round of 16 exit to Napoli and Dries Mertens, 33-year-old Dries Mertens, no! So they're out of all the competitions. All they had was the Premier League down the stretch. They lost to Liverpool. They lost to United. They drew Tottenham. Where's Messi on the score sheet down the stretch here? I mean, really, was he hurt? Mahrez, probably the guy who ends up out in the cold. Did Messi didn't score? There you go. Last match of the season, he's back on the score sheet, and Brighton almost pulled it back. Well, you know, they had Matt Ryan back there. Making all those saves. Crazy. All right, time to look at what he accomplished here. Let's go straight to the career stats. played in like every game. Maybe he was making the pass before the pass, because we got to remind ourselves he led the league in average rating. He had 37 appearances, which is his most in the league since La Liga 2014-15, but it's his worst goal output since 2007-2008 when he had 10 league goals. He had 14 with 5 assists. That's kind of gross. In the Cups, he had 9 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist, 1 player of the match. He was great, though, in the Champions League. He had 6 goals in 8 matches with 5. He equaled his Premier League total of assists in 8 Champions League matches. That's nuts. He averaged over 5 dribbles a game in the Prem, too. That's hot. He averaged an 8.68 in the Champions League. It was not Messi's fault. He might not have been bagging the goals. I mean, he was bagging the goals. 6 from 8 matches is bagging the goals, but he didn't score, obviously, against Napoli. But he was running the show. Hard man to stop, at least at that level. And I don't think he didn't have any injuries. He had a couple of gashed upper legs in 2013. You know, we're just not quite sure how he survived those. I'm thinking we need a sports documentary about how he made it through his 2 gashed upper legs 7 years ago. I would watch it. I'm really just a sucker for any sports documentary. The greatest pool player of all time has just sunk every ball on the table for the 85th game in a row. Coming up next on CBS, the Pool Hall Kid. Sometimes I feel bad for Reese that he has to even watch some of this stuff. The wage is juicy and his attributes really haven't gone anywhere. All of his physical attributes have gone down 1. His technicals have hung on. Obviously, his mentals are only going to continue to get better. That's the thing with Messi, right? He was the best player according to the average rating in the Premier League, and his team finished 4th in the league. That's not an easy thing to do. And I'm sitting here about to label this simulation and Messi's potential trip to Manchester City a failure. I guess that's just the kind of bar you set for yourself. He did get his winner's medal in the League Cup. Not exactly the winner's medal he was hoping for, and damn Napoli for beating him. I was kind of curious. Hello, Napoli? I don't feel as bad now for Manchester City. Napoli got to the semifinal. They 3-1. Irving Lozano, who in real life has become completely useless, scoring the goal. So Napoli went out in the semis. So our dear friend Lionel Messi, he didn't have the best time, but he did have a better time than everyone else in the Premier League. So I guess that's saying something. I would imagine that they just had a bit of a log jam. Maybe they had some dynamic issues as they went through the course of the season. And I think the important thing to remember here is that Football Manager struggles to accurately replicate the kind of success that a player like Lionel Messi has. Football Manager struggles to have a guy that can score more goals than games played like every single season. If you give a dude all 20s, that's really the only way it's going to happen. And we all know Messi doesn't have a 20 at everything. Don't know how you end up fixing that in Football Manager, because obviously someone like Lionel Messi with these attributes should be able to do some gross things and continue to score a boatload of goals, but he was still the best player in the Prem. And I think that's the biggest takeaway for this and real life in a year. He might be older, but he's still probably the best player in the Prem. I really enjoy doing experiments like this. I think you have to parse into how Football Manager works to make sure that you're not taking like, well, in real life, clearly Lionel Messi is not going to score 30 goals. He could. He still could. Keep that in mind. I'll see you in another stream. If you have any strong opinions about Lionel Messi, I'm happy to debate you in the comments. It's me saying goodbye with my eyebrows. You try and be cheeky. That was it. That was the one. Use that one.